Just don't bring any trouble down on us.
Hey.
Talk to Maria if you need anything.
This place is off limits. You'd best move along.
Edward said you might know where to start looking for the package that went missing.
Oh, you're the new guy. So this package, pretty sure we know where it is. The guys that shot Ben are holed up in the Parsons Creamery, just north of here.
Thanks for your help.
Sure thing. Hey, be careful. It's weird that they're still hanging around so close. Normal raiders would have grabbed the loot and bugged out by now. It's like they're scouting the place or something. I'll be glad when you clear them out.
End of the line!
One with punks like you.
Something I can help with, sir?
Loctite.
That is not acceptable. Imogen is missing, and I want her found.
She's not missing, Mother.
So did you
know
find
where
out
she
what
is?
happened to the courier?
But that doesn't
Your
mean...
sister is missing, and I want her found. What else is Edward for, if not to keep the family safe?
Mother, Edward has better things
Just some
to do
raiders
than
that ambushed
sending
him.
someone out to find
I don't like raiders operating so close to Parsons.
You're even listening to
I hope this isn't the start of something serious. What about the serum he was carrying? Did you get any of it back?
How dare you speak so disrespectfully about your sister?
What's so important about this serum?
You're getting paid to follow orders. Your orders were to get it back. That's all you need to worry about.
Without telling anyone, that's her business.
I insist you send someone to find Imogene.
If she wanted us to know where she went, she would have told someone.
If your father were here, he'd send someone to find Imogene.
Mother, will you let it go,
Tick-tock.
please?
I can't bear to think what might be happening to Imogene right now.
She's a grown woman. She's perfectly capable of looking after herself.
Imogene is out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Even lying dead.
Take your time.
And you don't even care.
We've been over this, Mother.
If your father were here, he'd send someone to find Imogene.
If she wanted us to know where she went, she would have told someone.
If your father were here, he'd send
Did you
someone
nod
to
off,
find
or
Imogene.
what?
Mother, will you let it go, please?
I insist you send someone to find Imogene.
We've been over this, Mother.
Imogene is out there somewhere, maybe even lying dead in a ditch, and you don't even care.
I'm not Imogene's babysitter. If she chooses to go off without
I didn't find any. I guess they must have used it all.
You're not that good at lying, you know that?
I insist you send
But I
someone
don't have
find
time to make
Imogene.
a thing out of it.
over this.
You aren't getting paid for this job, though, since you didn't follow my orders. I gotta say,
If your father
not
were
a
here,
great
he'd send
start.
someone to find Imogene.
Now, as far as what's next. Oh, hell, I guess it's time you met Wilhelmina.
Can't believe you
Jack's not gonna be happy about it. Come on,
Imogene's babysitter. If she chooses to go off without telling anyone, that's her.
Jack. I'll take care of it. Mrs. Cabot, don't worry. I'll send someone to find Imogene.
Thank you, Edward. I can always count on you. Why can't you be as devoted as dear Edward?
You shouldn't indulge her, Edward. It just makes her more impossible to deal with next time.
Just doing my job. Speaking of which, we tracked down the last delivery from Parsons. There was only... Raiders must have used it all before we got there.
Oh, that is bad news. Our supply here is dangerously low. Well, we'll just have to make it last until the next delivery.
Imogene is Jack's sister. You probably figured that out yourself. She's, a little flighty. Impulsive. From time to time, she runs off. Usually with a new boyfriend. Then I send somebody to bring her home.
Great. The sister's even crazier than Jack.
Listen, I thought I told you to cut out that kind of talk. I don't know where she's gone, but I can give you a place to start. She's been spending a lot of time in Good Neighbor. That's a jazz club there, the third rail. Somebody there must know something. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
I'm off to find the loony sister then.
one here is trying to win any awards for cleanliness.
Heard what you did. Saved that Rex Goodman from the supermutants, right? Guess not everyone appreciates the bard, am I right?
Ever been to kill or be killed? Fine looking weapon.
Oh, look at Mr. Fancy Pants and his robot valet. I am so impressed.
Entertainment down the stairs.
Hey, Silver Shroud. Come on, tell me your secret identity. I won't tell anyone.
Step through the gate. You got balls. Hi.
Huh? Don't have no handouts.
What, you need something to take the edge off? Fred Allen, Hotel Rexford. He'll hook you up.
Sweet Pip-Boy, brother. You hold on to that.
You're becoming quite a regular. Well, the beer still tastes the same.
Thanks,
Shit.
How's your fella? Yo, do you know Imogene Cabot?
Name rings a bell. Kind of balmy. Haven't seen her in a while, though. Try Magnolia. She likes to make friends with people. She might know more about this missing bird. Magnolia! This guy wants a word.
Give him some time.
Yeah, here's hoping, huh?
As could every household.
You're blocking my
Hello
light, man.
again. Something I can do for you?
Any chance I could steal you away for an evening?
I don't think that would be a good idea. Something else I can help you with?
Do you know Imogene Cabot?
Imogene? Sure. I know her. I haven't seen her in a while, though. Are you a friend of hers?
She's missing, and her family's worried about her.
Well, I'm glad somebody's looking out for her. She seems like a body that could use looking after.
I just need to know where she is.
There was this preacher fella who used to come in here all the time. One of the slick ones. Always going on about remaking your life and so on. Most of the customers wouldn't give him the time of day, but Imogene, she latched on to him for some reason. I don't suppose it hurt that he was easy on the eyes. Intense. Some women find that irresistible.
Pam, would you come over here a minute?
Is there a problem, Miss Magnolia?
No, this fine gentleman here was just looking for Imogene. Do you happen to know where that preacher fella came from?
Brother Thomas?
Yes, that's right. The one Imogene was always hanging on.
Had to throw him out. Wouldn't stop bothering customers with that salvation racket. Kept going on and on about joining him at the back bay. Then he'd shove those stupid flyers in your face. Here, I kept one of them, just in case he didn't pay his bar tab.
Well, thanks, honey. You were a big help.
Anything for you, miss.
I hope Imogene's all right. My Didn't much like the idea of her going off with that preacher fella.
Huh?
Downstairs. Don't bother the other patrons.
I hope you decide to become one of the pillars of the community.
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole world is broken? Do you ever wonder why things can't be the way they were in the good old days?
The whole world is broken.
That's what I used to think. Until I found a way to make a difference, to transform my life, and maybe everyone else's too. We call ourselves the Pillars of the Community. We're a pretty new movement, so you may not have heard of us. But we're growing fast all across the Commonwealth, and you can be part of this exciting future. Step right this way, and I'll be happy to tell you all about our movement and how you can be a part of it.
I'm not looking for a sales pitch.
A sales pitch is the last thing I would ever give you. I'm not selling anything, neighbor. I'm giving away the secrets of long life, happiness, and prosperity. Giving them away. What do you say? Ready to take that first step into a new life?
You owe it to yourself to give it a chance.
I'm not sure.
Of course. How could you be sure until you'd experienced it for yourself? Just follow me and we'll get you started on a trial basis. I'm sure once you've seen what we have to offer, you'll be glad you gave it a chance. Don't be shy. Just follow me. Don't worry. I don't bite.
Something tells me the acting is as genius as the set design.
Right this way, neighbor. I'm always excited to welcome a new member into our fold. Alrighty. I hope you're as excited as I am. This is one of my favorite parts of the job. Getting to welcome new members into our movement. The first step is simple. You have to learn to give up your attachment to material possessions in order to gain the ability to have true wealth, health, and happiness. Just go ahead and give me everything you own, and I'll initiate you as a first-level pillar of the community.
Sir, please tell me you're not actually considering this.
I'm actually just looking for Emma Jean Cabot.
Oh, I'm sorry, but Emma Jean is indisposed right now. She's not seeing visitors.
I'm not leaving without seeing her.
You can't see her. She, can't come out of her room right now. Not that it's any of your business, but she and I are just having a little relationship trouble. You know how it is. She's not seeing anybody until she cools off.
I'm going to see her, one way or another. Your choice.
Sir, was that really necessary?
You picked the wrong guy to mess with, pal.
Kill him!
That's it, huh?
Good pickings.
You must be Imogene.
Don't tell me. Jack sent you.
You're Jack's sister? I was expecting someone a bit younger.
You really know how to flatter a lady, don't you? Just to be clear, I'm Jack's younger sister, the baby of the family. Once I get home and get some of Jack's serum, I'll be back to my usual stunning self.
Jack has a serum that reverses aging?
It's more like it halts aging. I started taking it when I was 32, so normally that's what I look like. You'll see once I get my treatment. I was well known as one of the belles of Boston society, back when there was any.
What happens if you don't get more serum?
Oh, I don't think we need to worry about that. I've gone without a treatment much longer before with no lasting effect.
Yeah, whatever. Let's get going already.
It wasn't my idea for you to come down here poking your nose into my business.
You could be a little more grateful to the person who's rescuing you.
Hardly. I have things under control. But since you've gone to all this trouble, I may as well leave now. I was bored with Thomas anyway. He seemed so interesting at first. But after we got here, he turned out to be just another brute. He actually thought he could force me to join his absurd cult.
Your boyfriend's dead. Let's go.
Thomas? He wasn't my boyfriend. We had some fun together, that's all. Besides, he shouldn't have locked me in here. Oh, I'm not going with you. You can tell Mother I'll be along home before too long. I just need a drink first.
Excuse me.
I'll never hear the end of this from Mother.
maddening.
Hey,
Not now. Edward, switch over to the Hartley modulator. Do you copy? Not now.
Switching now. How's this?
Oh, that's done it. Edward, what's going on there?
They're under attack.
Oh my God,
They're
it's
inside the building.
Inside?
Oh my God, it's happening.
Keep them out of the basement?
I'm trying, Jack. I've never seen raiders that... For God's sake, Sammy, the doorway, right there. Sorry. Things are a little busy around here right now.
Listen, if they're inside the building, you have to go to the office and shut down the elevator. You can't risk them getting to Lorenzo.
Got it. Office. Elevator. You better round up whoever you can and get...
Hello? Edward? Come in. Edward! Ah! There's no signal at all. I've lost him.
What's happening, Jack? If these people are inside Parsons, if they free him...
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I always knew it would end this way. I never should have allowed you to lock up Lorenzo in that place.
That isn't helping, Mother. And as I recall, using the serum was your idea, not mine.
So what are you going to do?
I said I'll handle it. I'm thinking.
Who are you again?
what's going on?
That was Edward. He's at Parsons, the old asylum. They're under attack by raiders. It's strange. The guards have held off raiders before without any trouble. I don't know what's gone wrong this time.
I found Emma Jean. She's fine.
Oh, yes, good.
At least one small comfort on this terrible day.
You'll be wanting to be paid, of course. Edward usually handles these things. Caps is what you use for currency, isn't that right? Here. I hope that's the right amount. Now, we really need to focus on the current emergency.
How can you be so callous about your sister's safety?
I wonder if these could be the same raiders that stole that last shipment. If some of them had used the undiluted serum, it could explain their unusual success against Edward's men.
What exactly does this serum do?
I suppose it's time you knew. The main benefit of the serum is to halt aging. My family and I are all over 400 years old. But it also confers other side effects, especially in the undiluted form that the raiders stole. It increases strength and resistance to all kinds of physical damage. So at least some of these raiders may be much more dangerous than the ones you're used to dealing with.
If you're 400 years old, then you were born before the Great War.
Yes, I think you were too. I'd say mid-21st century.
What makes you think that?
Patterns of speech, general demeanor, physical health. You reminded me of the old days the moment I laid eyes on you. I just didn't put my finger on it until now. Is there anything else before we get going?
Where do you get this serum from?
My father, Lorenzo Cabot, is confined in Parsons. He became dangerously unstable after handling an artifact he found on an archaeological dig in Arabia. He gained various seemingly paranormal powers, as well as becoming increasingly irrational and violent. In the end, I had no choice but to confine him, for his own safety, as well as ours.
Jack, are you sure it's wise telling him all this?
In the course of my attempts to cure him, I discovered that the artifact had introduced anomalies into his blood. So the source of his insanity is also the basis of the treatments that have prolonged all our lives. The irony isn't lost on me, but if he were to escape from Parsons, I would lose my father forever. I will not allow that to happen. Not to mention that the artifact has made him paranoid, homicidally violent, and endowed with extraordinary abilities.
Exactly what abilities does he have?
Enhanced strength, unusual resistance to most kinds of physical damage. Oh, and a kind of local telekinesis, which appears to be projected by the artifact itself. That's why I've built a dampening field into his cell. Which is why we really need to stop these intruders before they turn it off. Before we go, I need you to understand something. When we get to Parsons, you need to do exactly what I tell you. Nothing more, nothing less. Is that clear?
Okay.
Good. Make sure you have whatever you'll need for a serious battle. I'll wait for you outside.
Jack, be careful. And try not to hurt him.
I love Father at least as much as you do. But you know as well as I do that if he gets free, there will only be one option.
Don't let it get to that, please.
I'll do my best, Mother. And if Imogene finally comes home, for God's sake, don't let her leave again until I get back. Now, I really do have to go.
Oh, what do you want? I don't need anything right now, thank you.
Ready? Let's go. Just to be clear, under no circumstances can we allow Lorenzo to be freed from Parsons. I would have lost my father forever. I refuse to let that happen after spending so long trying to cure him. The artifact that's made Lorenzo so dangerous. I'm sure his psychosis would be cured if it could be removed. But so far, all my attempts have failed. It's fused too tightly with his nervous system. I'm well aware of the apparent conflict of interest in my father being the source of the treatment that is prolonging my own life. But I assure you that if I had the chance, I would gladly give it all up to have my father, even for a short